Well, a big focus at the moment. The Axiom-4 mission has been postponed yet again, this time for the fifth time, but a new launch date is yet to be announced soon. There's a last-minute hurdle that's being cited for the postponement of this mission yet again. In fact, SpaceX and ISRO both have issued statements. My colleague Pallava Bagla has been tracking the latest developments for us. He joins us live at the moment. In fact, right, we are of course waiting to get in touch with my colleague Pallava Bagla. But this Axiom-4 mission, there's a lot at stake. It's not just for India, but for Poland, for Hungary, and the United States. It's a private mission, as well as you know. In a post on X, SpaceX has said that this mission to the International Space Station has been deferred due to a technical glitch in its Falcon 9 rocket that is being used for the launch. In fact, according to ISRO, the oxygen leak has been detected in the propulsion bay during a performance test, and they of course want to be safe and conduct due diligence. But meanwhile, Shubhanshu Shukla, the man you see on your screens, the group captain, will be the first Indian to fly to the International Space Station under the private astronaut mission that will launch aboard a SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule on a Falcon 9 rocket from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Now, this mission, as our team of correspondents have been reporting, is jointly being undertaken by Axiom Space Inc., the National Aeronautics and Space Administration as in NASA, and the Indian Space Research Organization. A lot at stake, and as part of the launch vehicle preparation to validate the performance of the booster stage of Falcon 9 launch vehicle, a 7-second of hot test was carried out on the launch pad, but even though this was carried out, they have come to the conclusion that this mission needs to be postponed and a new launch date is yet to be released. Pallava Bagla is now with us, I'm told. But before that, let's go across to Alice, who joins us with the lowdown. Alice, we can agree there's no denying that this is a really incredible time for human spaceflight, with more opportunities to access space, growth, for thriving commercial economy. But what do you have to say about Axiom-4 being postponed for the fifth time now?
It's very unfortunate, but very common, unfortunately, when it comes to human spaceflight. Safety is absolutely paramount when it comes to when they're going to launch and why they're going to launch. I was part of the SpaceX Crew 9 launch last September, and that got delayed due to hurricanes that swept through the Florida region. It's an unfortunate part of what happens when we're having to deal with Mother Nature.
Well, Alice, we have understood that SpaceX has cited this technical glitch. ISRO has backed that explanation.
Yeah.
But as far as a new launch date is concerned, how soon can we expect for the authorities to announce a new date for this mission?
That really depends on the weather. I was just looking at the report. It's looking a little bit like it's cloudy conditions in Florida for the rest of this week with possible rain. So it's dependent on that. And it's also depending on whether or not the range is available to them. So it looks like they're trying to get it out there as soon as possible. It could be within the next few days. It could be in the next week. I'm hopeful, though, that they will be able to launch very quickly.
That makes two of us. We're all hopeful, in fact. But Alice, just for the clarity of our viewers as well, how long will the Ax-4 mission take after launch to reach and dock with the International Space Station?
Now, that really depends on whereabouts the space station is when they're looking to launch. Obviously, it'll take a few hours if they go on the normal trajectory. If they manage to get a launch window that's available, which means it's a bit further away from the International Space Station, it may prolong that docking. So it really is dependent on when they're going to be able to launch and when that launch window opens.